Hi scrapbook friends, it's Nicole from Nicole's Scrapbooks, and I just wanted to give you a quick demo on one of our really cool new tools, and that is the Floral Circle Punch. So I'm hoping that we will see more of this style of punch. If we do, then if you're watching this sometime in the future and we've got a different kind of circle punch, the techniques are going to work the same way. But this is what you end up with, is our little Floral Circle Punch. It's kind of like a little, almost a doily shape. And if I accidentally call it the doily punch, please forgive me, because in my head, that's how I think of it. So the Floral Circle Punch. So one thing you want to know about this punch is that to make the circle, the only size circle you can make is with a 6-inch square of paper or cardstock. There are a couple other things you can do with different sizes, but if you want to make the circle look, you're going to want a 6-inch square of cardstock. So the nice thing about this punch is that right here on the side, it basically tells you the directions. It starts by telling you you want a 6x6 piece of paper. You're going to align the corners, you're going to punch, you're going to flip, and then you're going to end up with the circle shape. So like all our punches, it stores flat, and to use it, you're going to want to slide this little lever, and that's going to open up the punch for you to use. This one also does give a lot of confetti, so I highly recommend cutting on a piece of scratch paper just to make cleanup a little bit easier. So if you look at this punch, you'll see one side is kind of open, and this side has like a little fence. So there's a corner here that just barely pokes out, and this is what you're going to want to align your cardstock with to make your cuts. So again, it shows you on the side. You can look at this as a refresher, but this is the corner that you want to use. So take your 6x6 cardstock, slide it in, line up against the little fence, and punch down. And then you're going to take this and you're going to turn, and all you're going to cut ever is the corner. So cut the corner. All right, then you take this paper and you flip it so that now you have the other 4 corners. I'm going to move it because it's got a little pile of confetti. I don't want that to be in my way. So I've lined up the corner again. I'm going to punch. Now this time you are going to want to kind of shake that little extra square out. It's probably not a huge deal if you get it in there, but it might jam in there and make it a little harder to punch. All right. So here is your beautiful little floral circle. You could use the custom cutting system and either cut out a circle here in the middle, or you could put a circle picture on this, a circle journaling box, use it as your title block. Lots of really fun things you can do just with the circle. There may be other things you want to try, though, that involve a little bit some little different things. So I'm going to clean off my scraps. Paper makes it really easy to just dump those in the trash. And then I'm going to show you what we can do with a bigger piece of paper, and that's a 6x12. And then we're going to make like a little card. So you could use this as a card. You could use this as a wrapper for a package of M&Ms or a candy or a treat or something like that. Just close it with a sticker or a ribbon. So we're going to make this, which is, as you see, basically the same thing, but with the ability to fold it shut. So for this one, you're going to want to start with a 6x10 piece of paper. So I'm going to take my 12-inch trimmer. Actually, I don't even need to fold that out because I'm just going to subtract. I know this is a 12-inch piece of paper. I'm just going to cut off 2 inches to get my 6x12 piece of paper. All right, so here's my 6x12 piece of paper. I'm going to keep my trimmer because I'm going to need that in a minute. And I'm going to do the exact same thing I just did with cutting my 4 corners. As you can see, it's going to be a little bit of a different look. All right, and now I'm going to flip and cut the other 4 corners. Okay, so now I have this piece with this little, you know, flat section in the middle. I'm going to take my trimmer and I'm going to swap out my scoring blade. Oh, there it is. So I'm going to swap out for my scoring blade. So easy to switch these out. If you haven't watched my 12-inch trimmer demo, I highly recommend that you do that. So pop in the scoring blade. And then we're just going to line up this edge where it's a little bit square with the cutting line on the trimmer. So I'm going to align it with the bottom edge just because it's easier for me to see where I'm sitting. Line that up with the cutting edge. I'm just going to score along that line, flip it over, and score along that line. And then I'll fold over my two sides and almost makes like a little envelope, a little card. So that's one more thing you can do. And then the last thing that's really fun is to make like a little basket, a little treat basket, maybe for a wedding or a party favor. It's super easy with this same technique. So I'm going to clean off my yellow trash. And for this one, I'm using a piece of platinum shimmer cardstock from Creative Memories. I really like the shimmer cardstocks. It's a little bit lighter weight than our other cardstock, but it's got this really pretty shimmer. So again, you guys probably could tell me how to do it. I'm going to punch the corners. I just love how fast this is. And you know, Creative Memories tools are always so excellent and just effortless to use. So knock that little square out. All right, and now we're going to again use our scoring blade. And if you look at this, you can see that when you have it lined up, let's see, you kind of can get two that align together and make a line. They don't really make a line, but you see how they will balance on that same line. That's what we're going to look for. So we're going to find two that go together and align those two on the 2-inch line. And then we're going to score. And then we're going to turn it 90 degrees. Line up our two, score, 90 degrees. And I can see the line. I don't know if you guys can see the line, to make sure that I'm scoring at the right place. Score, and 90 degrees. Line the two of them both up and score. Now you're just going to need your scissors, and you can see the score lines. You're going to just trim on one side of this. So one here, one here. So these two, and then you're going to take the two that are directly opposite, right on that score line, 1 and 2. And then now you're going to fold in on the score lines. And just take a little bit of tape runner and put it in this solid section right here on all 4 of these little cutout corners. And then I really like to use a little bit of the repositionable tape runner where it's all punched out. This is so great for if you have something delicate like this, because it's only going to stick to the paper. So I'm just going to do a little bit of repositionable right here, right here, right here, and right here. Anything that's excess on your page, you can just rub off with your finger and dust that off. Or if there's any that pokes through here when we're done, you'll just rub that off. So then you just take these edges and fold them in. And I don't like to fold it necessarily all the way. I kind of do it a little bit at an angle. Punch that down, or pinch that down, I guess. You don't punch it. Just make sure you're hiding any of this adhesive on here. And voila, there's your cute little treat box. Wouldn't that be fun with, you know, some M&Ms or peanuts or something in that on a table? So there you go. 3 ideas using the Floral Circle Punch. Just your regular doily, photo mat, page enhancement, the little folded card, or the little treat box. Thanks so much for watching my video. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me about them in the comments, and I will do my best to answer you. If you would like to purchase this or any other Creative Memories items, I would sure appreciate your business. And you can shop at my direct Creative Memories link in the description, and UPS will bring your products right to your door. Thanks very much, and happy scrapbooking.